Hey everybody, it's your girl Bunny. To all of my returning subscribers, hey, how you doing? And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Kick your feet up, subscribe to this family-friendly channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss any posts. Also follow me on Instagram at the same profile name so you don't miss the sneak peeks of what's coming up next. In this video, it's episode 5 entitled Fresh Starts and Lady Parts. I give a full episode recap with photos offset to the side, and then I give my review at the end. No need to dig around. I keep all of the minute marks in the comments. It's all coming up next. Tisha takes a spa day at Body Party Wax and Beauty Studio with Marie. They both want to take a break from all of the current hardships of life. Marie arrives and she's pleasantly surprised. It's a different type of spa. The studio also provides vaginal steaming. It's so refreshing, Marie is almost on the verge of an orgasm. Marie informs Tisha of her rebirth day party. It's for her birthday celebration along with family and closest friends. Tisha is happy to attend her rebirth party despite Maria uninviting herself to any future brunches. She feels their friendship is worth holding on to and it continues to grow. On another note, Glenn is still doing and saying the same things to get her back. She just had the most peace since she's been staying with her mother. She's conflicted and she enjoys the peace, but she misses her family. She doesn't know if Glenn is genuinely wanting to get the family back together and change his ways or if he's up to the same old game. Marie is having the same issue with Cedric. He's a serial cheater and even admitted to her face, "I'm rotten." While Marie was at home building her business and providing for her family, he was traveling around the world and cheating with several women. She still believes that they could rekindle their love, and he also tells her that he still loves her. Who knows what the future holds for any of them? Tambra takes a moment to visit her parents along with Damon. She wants to keep her family informed about their plans as a couple. Her parents and Damon have gotten a strong bond over the years. They want to have a child together, and there are options to help Tambra get pregnant. Since Tambra has had several surgeries due to her fibroids, IUI is a great option because of her scar tissue. IUI would involve her taking medicine, then later being injected with sperm. Her father is proud that they're taking the right steps to be a couple. They are in support of their marriage and placing God first in their lives. Tambra's grandmother unfortunately passed away about a year ago, and it's a struggle for Tambra. While she was recovering in surgery, her grandmother passed away. She has guilt of not being there for her grandmother when she needed her the most. Tambra's parents, although, want her to understand that life goes on, and her grandmother is proud of everything she has accomplished in her life. Marie and Essie catch up, and Essie has the updates concerning the first 5 locations of the new methadone clinics. Marie updates that Cedric has called her, and Essie feels that Cedric is a good father, but he's toxic when it comes to Marie. There is some bittersweet news, though, from Essie. She talked to Latrice behind her back, and the sweet news is Latrice finally did own up to saying certain things about Marie. Marie can't believe that for so long, Latrice denied her wrongdoings and caused damage to Marie's business. They are both ready to move on. Marie is adamant that she still doesn't trust Latrice, but is still willing to coexist when it comes to entrepreneurship and being supportive as a Black woman. With that being said, Essie invited Latrice to Marie's rebirth day party. Marie is surprised that she invited her, but it's okay. It's a good idea. It's time to move on and be happy. Tambra takes a visit to Aikisha to bring gifts for the children. It's her first time seeing any of her kids. The warm welcome starts off a little rocky as Tambra's big voice scares her daughter. Tambra learns that while chatting, no one showed up to Aikisha's son's birthday party. And Tambra found out at the last minute herself. Aikisha informs Tambra that Tisha tried to get some information from her concerning Damon. Apparently, one of her friends knows Damon, but Aikisha chose not to add any tea to the spilling cup. Essie takes pride in setting up a nice dinner at Shaggy's. She says to production that if Marie truly believes in her rebirthday party, she will be excited and share positive energy with family and friends. Essie even invited Latrice. A new day, a new Marie. Tisha also arrives and she's ready to celebrate along with Tambra. Tambra says to production that she does need to speak with Tisha about this so-called tea about Damon, but feels that it's not the right place or right time to bring up such a matter. Sophia, aka So Gucci, even pops up. She shades to production that she's not a fan of these decorations. Who decorates a rebirth party with black and gold? Also, that cutout picture of Marie looks like something out of elementary school. They need to redo this rebirth party. The lady of the hour, Marie, arrives and she's happy. Family and friends have arrived to share her day. Marie's mom even takes a minute to thank her daughter for opening up a clinic that so many people need. She's been an addict for years and she's proud of her daughter. Marie shares that she's happy she can move on and forgive people, even if they don't say I'm sorry. I need to be an eagle and let's just soar together. Come on, my sisters, let's soar. As she completes her statement, Latrice arrives along with her friends and store manager. It's a shock to everyone that Marie and Latrice are receptive to one another. Latrice thanks Essie for inviting her and jokes that she didn't know what would happen, so she brought some backup. Marie announces that she's ready to move on. There are times that they throw shades and things happen, but they all need to uplift one another. Tambra says to production that I must have missed a lot between Latrice and Marie greeting each other like that, like they're besties. But I guess it's growth and it means a lot that she showed up to this rebirth party. To add another shocking moment to the event, it's Cedric. Tisha says to production, I must be dead. Latrice and Cedric are here? Okay, go ahead and place me into the casket. Latrice, of course, gives her shade to production, saying Cedric the entertainer is here. The last time she tried to throw a new boo in my face, but I don't know what's going on. Marie confuses me. Marie cries to her family and friends that infidelity tore up her marriage and her health took a toll. She hasn't talked to Cedric in over a year. While in pain suffering from lupus, Cedric called her out of the blue to share contact information concerning PEMF therapy. It sends electro waves through her body to help with the pain. The treatment allows her not to depend on her medication. She thanks him because it's helping her save her life. There's more shade from So Gucci to production. She claims that Cedric helped her so much in saving her life. What, I guess he's Jesus to her now? And she laughs with sarcasm. Marie thanks Cedric once again, and he also surprises her, singing her happy birthday, which makes everyone at the table blush. Latrice asks if they're reconciling everything because the behavior says something else, but Marie explains that she's just happy that they're cordial and they're working on their friendship. Essie says to production that the moment was beautiful and I'm glad that he introduced her to some new therapy, but I still think he's toxic. Cedric says his best wishes to Marie, God bless her, have a great birthday, then leaves the party. Essie points out to production that's typical Cedric. He comes with the smooth words, tells Marie what she wants to hear, and leaves. He gives words but never delivers. The fun continues, but Tambra brings it to the table's attention that Aikisha invited everyone to her son's birthday party and no one, including herself, showed up. Marie explains with sincerity that she had a previous engagement, but Tisha's shady response is my hamster died. So Gucci even says that she had a previously planned engagement, but she didn't like the way that Aikisha came off at the brunch. Tisha lets everyone know that she can't support someone who feels like they're better than everyone else. Aikisha has even called other people in our group ugly. Production takes a moment to ask Tambra if Aikisha has shaded any of the other Belles, and Tambra doesn't respond. She only smiles. Tisha continues that she knows that Tambra's friend has called them ugly, and she came to the brunch talking about dirty plates, but brought dirty knives. Tambra should communicate to her friend that everyone won't lay down to her ways. Marie says that she hasn't had any bad issues with Aikisha, but she does come off as shady. It's noticeable that Latrice is pretty tight-lipped after those comments. Tisha then pulls Tambra to the side to talk about Taisha. She shared that her and Damon have had some so-called connection. She wanted to bring it to Tambra's attention because she has plans with her eggs with Damon. Tambra defends Damon and says that she's even seen texts from this so-called Taisha, and all of them are not inappropriate. They are friends, and when she calls him, he even places her on speaker. Taisha and him had a falling out over 8 months ago. She may have had a connection with him, but it's obvious that he doesn't have a connection with her. Tambra says to production that the next time Tisha comes to me with this stuff, she needs to have some texts, calls, receipts, or something, because these allegations are BS. As a matter of fact, they just got back together. All she wants is a family and to be married. Tisha says to production that something isn't right, and I think that Tambra is actually holding back. There's got to be something else going on. Is Tambra in denial? I've known Tisha for a very long time, and she's not crazy. I don't know what to say, but I'm not buying what Tambra is selling right now. The rebirth party was a success, and later that night, Tambra stops by her grandmother's house before the home is sold. Damon even stops by to console her. He has always thought that Tambra's family was an extension of his own. He encourages Tambra to press forward and remember that she lived a full life at 99 years old. He knows that Tambra wants to continue to talk about legacy, the marriage, and that something has to happen what Tambra wants, and that's marriage. And he understands it all. She wants marriage before moving on with the IUI process. Before they leave, Tambra has to address the elephant in the room, Tisha, the decorator. She claims that you and her have had an emotional connection. I mean, what's going on? When production asked Damon about Tisha, he's very defensive, saying, "Are you laughing about it? Because you're sitting over there laughing about it." Next question. And that is the end of the episode. And now it is time for your favorite part of the video. That's right, my review. So gladly, this episode gave us more context than I think in the show's entirety. Like, compared to all of season 1, all the way up to this point, we actually have some interesting things going on with more detail. With season 1, we did have an idea of what the ladies did as careers, their family lives, but we are going even deeper this time. It seems that, unfortunately, there's more cattiness, and with cattiness, there's more drama, and with drama, there's more entertainment. That is the downside of reality television. Usually it's not that entertaining unless there's drama or unless there's more of a storyline. Now, these storylines are really starting to pop with more drama. The drama to season 2, unfortunately, I hate to, say it like it's something bad, but it comes with Aikisha. With Aikisha, her demeanor, her lifestyle, the way she speaks with people, it makes it interesting, and it helps us to see that she's helpful, but at the same time, she does have those nice nasty, as Iyanla Vanzant would say, nice nasty moments where she's being nice, but you don't know if it's genuine, because behind the genuineness or the sincerity, there's shade or there's comments that are being made that's just rubbing people the wrong way. So let's just start from one woman, okay? Just one woman at a time. With Aikisha, I said with the last few episodes that she does have sincerity. I'm sure she's a wonderful person, but the nice, nasty attitude can only go on so far. And some people who behave in that way, they really don't understand how they treat other people until it happens to them. So it's highly likely that it's going to boomerang back to her and she can get a taste of her own medicine. Now, if we go to Latrice with her and her storyline, in this episode, she was able to step back just a little bit and we were focusing on the other ladies in their matters. But with Latrice, I do feel like the apology and moving forward and her coming to the rebirth birthday party was a step, but there's still hurt behind what she did to Marie and her business and the rumors and taking part in that. Even though you say I'm sorry to someone and you move on, the hurt is still there. Marie has said that, hey, we can move on. We're about Black businesses and entrepreneurship and helping one another, and let's soar together. But I still don't trust her. That's totally fine, because for the longest time, Marie was dragged through social media. People thought she was jealous of Latrice and would say all this stuff. And now we have the proof that she has been saying all of these demeaning things about her online. I said in the last episode's review that if it were me, I would sue her for defamation, and I would sue her in some sort of way for the amounts of money that I've lost, and having some proof of this is, you made me lose a client, and I would sue you for the potential amount of money that I could have made with this client due to your defamation online, due to treating me a certain way and having my fans or my fan base and how they feel about me based upon rumors. That's what I would do, because we're talking about livelihood, we're talking about how I support my family, etc. So this whole moving forward and hey, and I'm showing up to your rebirth party is a step, but at the same time, we're talking about business, we're talking about money and family. And I think Latrice understood that. I think once she admitted to what she done, I think she had this epiphany like, let me hear him get on this good side because somebody could drag me to court over this. Because now we have you on legally binding video footage admitting to doing certain things online that can defile somebody's character, that can demean someone and have a domino effect on their business. So I hope she moves forward and she does some type of small action lawsuit, because some people have to learn that words do hurt, especially the pockets. Now with Marie, we can judge, and I said for season 1, we can judge Tisha, we can judge Marie on how can you be such beautiful, amazing women and have such toxic relationships with these men. Glenn is toxic. Damon is giving me trifling vibes. And, that's from the outside looking in. And people can easily judge our lives and say, hey, why are you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? But the toxicity of it all is just really, really saddening to see that Tisha is putting up with Glenn's behavior. But it's just like if somebody's in so deep and they feel some certain type of way, it's like, what can you say? The same thing with Marie. You've gotten proof over and over again. And Cedric has even said to you, and you quoted him saying, I'm rotten, yet you're giving him a chance. I just hope that they co-parent and they are friends. I'm talking about Marie and Cedric, because it is toxic and kids are not stupid. They can see the toxicity and they can feel it. Same thing with Tisha and Glenn. I just feel like they need to understand that those behaviors are being seen by their son. But it's like, what can you say? You can't pull these people apart. Certain things like that would end it. And for me, that just seems like it's just too much. Not only are you having affairs, but what I think people don't understand is that in the midst of you having affairs and being with a whole bunch of other people, you can destroy somebody's health. You can bring back diseases, okay? You can bring back, I'm Southerner. I believe in bringing negative energy and those demonic things with you and it having a domino effect to other things in your life. You don't know how crazy those other people are that he's dealing with. And if they come to you, if they have an issue with you and they find it, you never know how other people will behave towards people in your family or something like that. If they're out there sinning and they bringing that to your house, it's just very dangerous to me. And I just wish them well. We want them to be happy, but we want them to cleanse negative energy, toxicity, and all of that, because children are watching, whether you know it or not. Some people think, oh, they're young, they won't remember. Never say that, because you never know somebody's memory. You never know somebody's trauma. Kids see everything. They feel everything. Kids are not dumb, and I hope they notice that. With Tambra, I think she just wants a family so badly that she's not seeing Damon and his behavior. The fact that you've known each other for almost 20 years, and you guys aren't close to marriage, or I don't know, like, what are y'all doing? I'm just I don't know what else to say, because in season 1 I predicted this. Everything that's happening, I predicted it. Everything that's happening when I thought Latrice wasn't telling the truth. Everything that's happening when it comes to Latrice and her husband, and me saying that he would want her to have a child because there was some jealousy about her and her business. I said that. And now we have her own mother in season 2 saying, hey, Latrice, you married somebody just like your dad, and your dad was jealous of me when I tried to do things. So, but people didn't agree with me with season 1, but now you're seeing what I said was true, and it's coming into the light, and people are seeing it. Just let me know what you think. I could go on and on. I don't want to make this video too long, but hopefully with the next episode, we can see how deep it gets. And because we're talking about long-term decisions, a lot of the things that the ladies are doing is just long-term decisions when they talk about life, talking about marriage, you're talking about rekindling, you're talking about kids, you're talking about business. All this stuff has major heavy woes on what comes next. Let me know what you think. Leave those comments below. Make sure you check out Ready to Love Miami. It's a dating reality show series that debuts on the OWN network. I do the full episode recaps and reviews of those. And stay tuned of the HBO original series, the prequel of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. Check that out. In the meantime, in between time, remember to take care of yourself and each other. Like this video and share. Until next time, bye.